Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise, and we have the MVP. Steven Jackson, the ex-Ram, is your MVP of the league. Beat out his quarterback in Byron Leftwich, beat out his ex-teammate in Witherspoon. I thought because we did look at the projections to who was going to win MVP, and they had Thurman up there, and they had Vilma and Witherspoon. I'm like, okay, well, I definitely checked it too early, but no, those guys got some real consideration for MVP. Steven Jackson also had a handful of touchdown receiving and over 600 yards. He got close. He might have passed, but I know he got close to 2,000 all-purpose yards, which is great look for him. He finishes number one for Offensive Player of the Year. Clint Portis would have won it for the NFC. Defensive Player of the Year is Thurman, the Ferrari. Jason Hamilton of the Niners, he is your Offensive Rookie of the Year. Andre Thomas is your Defensive Rookie of the Year. Had 10 sacks to go along with 85 tackles. Byron Leftwich, who's out for the postseason, he is your Quarterback of the Year. Jackson, your Running Back of the Year. Anquan Bolden, who in this franchise is better than Larry Fitzgerald. He is a top receiver in the league. Then you got Andre Carter, D-Lineman of the Year, Thurman Linebacker of the Year, Adrian Wilson. Yo, those Cardinals, they come into play. Is their Safety of the Year, and then Vinatieri, Kicker of the Year, and then Jack Del Rio, Coach of the Year. So we got some hardware coming back to Jacksonville. Byron Leftwich, a solid season, but we're going to have to figure something out, man. If we cannot trust him to stay healthy in key moments of the season, maybe we got to go back to what we did a couple of seasons ago when we had very, very good backups. Or do we look to find a new starting quarterback? Now, he's 99 overall. He is without a doubt the best quarterback in this franchise overall-wise. But can we help develop another quarterback to get to that status? That's just the question. I don't know what the answer is, but we will figure things out this offseason. Because playing with Kyle Orton when we had to, it was kind of rough. And we kind of knew that coming into this season because the preseason was kind of rough. And then a couple of regular season snaps was kind of rough. We're going to do our darndest to move on in the postseason. We get a first-round bye, so we're just one game away from the AFC Championship game. Williams and Mathis going to the Pro Bowl, just like Mathis and Fisher last year did just that. Fisher is now playing for Washington. Leftwich missed some time, but had the most passing yards. Most touchdowns go to Hasselbeck. Also, most interceptions go to Hasselbeck. He's trying to be like Jameis Winston out here. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's what he is trying to be. LaDainian Tomlinson led the league in rushing with 1688. He is going to be out for the first round of the postseason. Also had 10 rushing touchdowns. Most touchdowns in the season, though, of course, goes to our man Steven Jackson, followed by Portis and McGahee, two Miami Hurricanes. And then Williams, 113 receptions. That's crazy numbers. But he did not have the most yards. That goes to Anquan Bolden. Most receiving yards at 1528. And then he's tied for the most touchdowns with 11. Him, Jackson, Holt, Porter, and Evans all had 11. Absolutely phenomenal year for those receivers. They go to pancakes. We love IHOP. And there are plenty of pancakes to go around. Barnett led the league in tackles with a $172. Thomas with tackles for loss. Paul Pruitt was right behind him. Vilma, 17 sacks. Middle linebacker leading the league in sacks with 17 of those things is crazy. Thurman had the most interceptions at 9 at middle linebacker. That's not as crazy as the sacks, but still very impressive. So NFC standings. Washington, the number one seed, they won the Super Bowl last year, beating us. Then you got the Panthers, Vikings, Seahawks, Eagles, and Bears all going to the postseason. The Cardinals just missed out. With all the talent they got, they just missed out. And they added Big Ben Roethlisberger to be their starting quarterback. So we'll see what happens with them moving forward. And then when it comes to the AFC, we have the number one seed, but again, we're going to have to try to win without Byron Leftwich. Then you got the Broncos, Ravens, Patriots, Steelers, and then those Indianapolis Colts. Then you got the Titans, who just missed out, Chargers, Raiders, Bills, Bengals, Texans at 7-9, Chiefs, Dolphins, Jets, and I believe it was the Browns at the bottom. So it is the old Browns, new Ravens, the old Baltimore versus the new Baltimore, the current Baltimore, with the Baltimore Ravens taking on those Indianapolis Colts. And the Baltimore Ravens will get the job done. Peyton Manning, 18 of 27 for $113, but one interception, no touchdowns. Kyle Bowler, 18 of 27 for $182, one touchdown, 2 picks. Now it is time for the Minnesota Vikings to take on stop Bears, the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings for the third time this season, and the Bears will come up just short. 16-10 is the final. Tony Romo, 15 of 31, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Perkins, 1 touchdown, but 2 picks, and threw the ball 47 times for the Vikings. They need to find a running back so he doesn't have to throw the ball that much. So I guess the Chargers, do they have a first-round bye? Because I could have swore they were a playoff team. Maybe I'm tripping. No, maybe got a first-round bye. It's the Patriots. It's the Steelers. The Steelers without Big Ben and with Charlie Batch, it's just not the same. He had 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Tom Brady, 20 of 40 for 208, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, and the Patriots are moving on to the divisional round. Now it's time for the Seahawks in snowy Seattle. It gets cold. The perspiration up there is vicious, but sometimes it doesn't always snow, at least not in the greater Seattle area. But today it's snowing. Philadelphia 10-6, Seattle 10-6, the battle of the birds. And it's going to be Matt Hasselbeck, 27 of 42 for 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Donovan McNabb, a buck, 54, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And the Seattle Seahawks win. They're moving on to the championship game. We're going to be taking on the Patriots. During the regular season, when we played them, it was an instant classic. The offense could do diddly-poo. We could do diddly-poo offensively, but we got a handful of picks, a couple of users, and we were able to win that game 31-30. And that was a very, very good game. It took so much out of us that we lost to the Texans, but then we went on a 4-game winning streak to end the season, and now it's playoff time. So it's the Patriots, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. This team has played twice in real life in the AFC Championship game. Today's game will determine who goes to that championship game. Can we punch our ticket to our 3rd straight Super Bowl? If we do, we have to do it on the arm of Kyle Orton. There will be no Byron Leftwich today. Mathis from inside his own 5 receives the opening kickoff up to the 20 and wrestled down at the 21-yard line. 12 personnel. Going to give it to the league MVP, Steven Jackson. He's going to pick up around 2 yards there. Now we're going to throw it to him. He makes the catch. Brought down by Asante Samuel. So 3rd down and 2. Kyle Orton going to go to the air as the Patriots blitz nearly everybody. They sent 7 on the pass rush. That was 1 more than we could block. We did have a couple of guys open, but by the time we got ready to throw, we were looking up at the clouds. So Brady and the Patriots take the field. That first play gets them 8. That next play gets them around 4, and a first down as they find Reed. Brady over to the left side, gonna find Carney. He makes the catch right there. They got Foster as their running back. He was hurt, but at one point he was one of the top rushers in the league yardage-wise before that injury. But he's back and he's healthy. Gets the carry here, breaks a tackle and brought down right at that orange line, and that will be a chain mover. Jacksonville sends a pretty good rush, but Brady gets rid of it, gets the fullback going, get that fullback involved, and that's going to result in a gain of 7. We come out in a dime look as they come out with 11 personnel out there. We get a hit on Brady, and that pass hits the grass. 3rd down and 3. Foster up the gut. Thomas is there for the stop, but it will be a first down for Foster. What can this defense do as they throw the ball, and that pass is incomplete? 2nd down and 10. Brady surveys the field, throws another incompletion. So we're doing a pretty good job, although they have moved the ball in the scoring territory. They throw it up, and Prescott with another interception. I want to say that's his 3rd interception to Brady this season. Yeah, Albert Prescott, the Brady Whisperer. Anyways, Jackson up the gut, and that's going to result in a gain of 5. Again, we got to keep running, keep grounding and pounding. Left side, we run it, and Seymour's there for the stop. Orton looking over the middle. That pass dropped by Jones. Not quite sure if he would have been able to get the first down. So 1st down and 10. Brady going to hand that thing off to Clay Brooks, and he's going to go down, and he's out. Henderson put a hit on him, and that's a big boy. So he's going to be out. Hopefully it's not too serious. They throw it to the left side. Caught by, no drop by Maroney. And now it's 3rd down. We send a blitz. We get a hit on Brady, but they throw it to Hilliard. Tackle eligible. You know Belichick will come up with crazy things. And the tackle makes the catch for a first down. It's because they're so thin at receiver and tight end. that he's getting playing time. But that's a decent-looking catch right there for the offensive lineman. 2nd down and inches now. They got one guy in the backfield. Brady throws it. That pass caught by Jackson. And that's going to be a 1st down as they're now back on the other side of the 50. There goes Foster. 30, 20, caught from behind, and Mathis saves a touchdown. We have 1 yard of total offense. That pass gets thrown, and I feel like our defense is going to have their back up against the ropes all game long. Brady looking. Brady gets hit as he throws it, and it's picked by Mathis. Mathis to the 10, to the 20. Mathis to the 35, to the 40, and forced out of bounds by Foster. Man, oh man, I was hoping that would be a pick 6. 1st down and 10. Play fake, and maybe we should have just ran the ball instead of trying to get tricky with a play fake on 1st down. So now it's time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's 2nd down and 6 after that sack. Orton looking downfield. He's going to throw it. That pass caught by Jones, and that's going to be a gain of 5. So 3rd down and 11. Orton has it. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it, and it's caught. Matt Jones, 20. Matt Jones, 10-5. Touchdown. That's exactly what we needed. Kyle Orton steps up beautifully in the pocket, throw it to who I believe is the best receiver in the league. He might not get the touches, he might not get the targets, but he is an absolute monster at 92 overall. Pollard, he's going to work his way upfield, brought down by Waters. 1st down and 10, they're going to run the ball. Foster, good spin move, but then he meets a brick wall, and the wall's name is Stroud. That pass caught by Reed, and now Reed is loose. Reed breaks a tackle, weaving through traffic. Touchdown, Pats. Just when you thought we were coming back, they throw a strike to Reed. There was about 3 Jaguars around him, and none of us could make the tackle. And this game is tied up just like that. So you can never count Tom Brady out. I just did not think that we were going to get smacked in the face right then and there. Mathis takes it up past the 35-yard line. Fred Taylor gets the carry. Fred Taylor, this could be his last year as a Jaguar. Going to get the ball again, and he's going to pick up a decent gain there. 1st down and 10. Taylor, north and south. Taylor breaking a tackle before he gets chopped down. 2nd down and 2. We get the ball to Jackson, brought down by Donovan Darius, the ex-Jaguar. We're going to run the ball with Jackson. Jackson going to get put down, and that's going to be a gain of 3 out formation. We get the ball to Jackson here, and that Patriots defense saw the run coming. 3rd down. Orton looking downfield, throws it to AC Jammer, and AC Jammer can't hang on to the ball. The wind was going the opposite way, so I decided to punt it away. Reed, another big play here. Wide receiver screen, decent blocking, and Reed knows how to run after the catch, and that's going to result in the 1st down. Send a 4-man rush Brady's way. They pick it up good until they don't, as we get a hit on Brady as soon as he throws the ball, and it goes straight to the grass. Foster up the gut, brought down by Johnson, and now the Patriots are looking at 3rd down and 5. We send a blitz, and that blitz gets to Brady as he throws it, and again it goes straight to the grass. Now Jackson north and south, and Jackson, he's going to pick up a decent gain. Give it to him again, and the MVP has a 1st down. Is he going to be enough to carry us to the promised land? We give it to him one more time, and that's going to result in a gain of 6. Our formation, running it again. Old school football, run the ball and run the ball some more. But now there's 2 minutes on the clock, so probably got to go to the air. Orton throws it. That pass incomplete. Looking for Mercedes Lewis. Orton looking downfield, throwing it, and it's going to be broken up. It was a good matchup. Had Matt Jones on the linebacker, but the linebacker wins. Now we're looking for Johnson, and the rookie comes through with a catch right there, but he's shy of the 1st down. So we get the ball back to the Patriots. They're going to run the ball with the big fullback, and we're there to shut that down. They're going to let the time tick away as they run the ball with Foster, who breaks a tackle, but then he gets brought down shy of the 1st down marker, and the Patriots are content with taking it to the 2nd half of play. Right now, we're in this ball game because we have 2 takeaways. And that's good for us, but it's still just a 7-7 ball game, although we're winning the turnover battle. Clearly, there's a class distinction between quarterbacks today. and not only quarterbacks but wide receiving corps, because we had a couple of drops out there, and that's not helping our backup quarterback, to say the least. They run the ball Foster for a gain of 4. They give it to him again. Lee, our rookie defensive end, with the stop there. They go with a play fake. They throw it to the right side, caught by Reed, brought down by the Pro Bowler Mathis. They run the ball Foster, brought down by Evan Lee again. 2nd down and 7. 4-man rush. Brady throws it quickly, caught by Graham. I thought Johnson had a chance for an interception. 1st down and 10. We send a blitz. They pick it up. Brady sidesteps right into the waiting arms of Reggie Hayward. So our sack master gets a sack there. They throw it, caught by Clark, brought down at around the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Tom Brady has it. Tom Brady throws it, caught by Watson. And is that going to be a 1st down? It is. So just when you thought we were about to get off the field, you thought wrong. Foster up the gut. He gets brought down after a gain of 6. Brady surveys the field, throws it, and it's going to fall incomplete. So the Patriots are 5 for 7 on 3rd down. They decide to run the ball. Johnson with a big hit on Foster, but a 1st down nonetheless. We send a blitz. The Patriots pick it up. They throw it. It's caught by Reed in the end zone, but he did not get both feet in bounds. Foster to the right side, and Johnson with a form tackle, rookie 1st-round pick, coming up big with a stop there. Now Brady throws it to Hilliard again. Tackle eligible, then did it again. This time he lined up wide. He was split in the slot, and he beats Barton. My goodness gracious, crazier things I guess have happened, but that was pretty crazy. Mathis takes this one up to the 25-yard line. Jackson weaving through traffic, and Jackson, he's going to pick up a gain of 7 there. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. We're going to run the ball with Jackson, brought down shy of the 1st down. So 3rd and 1, they run commit, and we're still able to pick up the 1st down there. Asante Samuel with the stop, but it took him a while to get that stop as Jackson carried him across that orange line. Fred Taylor picks up a decent gain there, sets up 3rd down and 3. Kyle Orton going to roll left, still rolling. Now he throws it, and that pass will be incomplete as he leaves Fred Taylor out of bounds. He dropped it anyway, but still, we got to connect those dots. Time is of the essence. They're going to run the ball. Foster breaks 1 tackle, and then he gets brought down before he can pick up the 1st down. 3rd down and 3. Draw play. Foster runs right into Prescott. A head-on collision, and Foster picks up a 1st down. Now Maroney, he's going to get brought down by Henderson to end the 3rd. So 14 to 7, and the Patriots have the football. Does our season come to an end here? Where the number 1 seed got the coach of the year, got all kinds of awards, but without our starting quarterback, things have been awfully difficult today offensively. We're going to run the ball. Fred Taylor trying to get something going, and he gets brought down right around the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now, Kyle Orton has it, surveys the field under pressure, and down he goes. 3rd down and around 18 yards to go. Orton throws it to Lewis, goes into a crowd of Patriots, and we go 3 and out. And the Patriots have the football right around midfield. Maroney breaks a couple of tackles, falls forward. That's a gain of 7. I formation for Tom Brady and the Patriots. They're going to go to the air here. Brady throwing it deep, and that pass will be incomplete. Johnson and Mathis on the coverage. 3rd down and 3. They give the ball to Maroney, and our defense saw it coming, and we get the stop, and now we have to score. We're going to run the ball with Steven Jackson. And when you can only run the ball, and the Patriots defense, although they are giving up some nice runs, like right there, they're not giving up the big run. And it looks like that, the end zone is a mirage, because it looks like it keeps on getting further and further away the closer we get to it as we throw a pick. Donovan Darius, the ex-Jaguar, coughs it up, and we get the ball back. Steven Jackson recovers it, and that's going to give us an automatic 1st down because the ball changed hands. So we get the ball here, and we're going to run the ball some more. We got 4:21 on the clock. 2nd down and 7. We got Fred Taylor in the backfield. He takes it north and south, brought down by Seymour. 3rd down and 4. Kyle Orton going to roll left, throws it for Sproles, who makes the catch but can't stay in bounds. And we got to punt this one away. So defense, we have to get a stop. Brady looking, throws it, caught by Watson, Prescott went for the big hit, couldn't bring him down, and that's a first down. Reed on the wide receiver screen gets up to the 35-yard line. Second down, 6 yards to go. They run the ball with Maroney. Maroney brought down by Prescott, and now it's third down and 2. We come out in the dime defense, the quarter defense, and we get a stop. So minute 52 on the clock, got to go to the air here. Orton steps up, throws it to AC Jammer. The rookie makes his first catch of the game, and it results in a first down. Kyle Orton pump faking. Kyle Orton throwing it to Matt Jones. That's a good catch. And this is a perfect start to the drive. First down, 10 yards to go. We emptied out the backfield, 4 receivers, 1 tight end. Kyle Orton throws it, and it's going to be broken up by Donovan Darius. Second down and 10. Orton under pressure, down he goes. Seymour got in there untouched, and now it's third down and 18 with 55 seconds on the clock. We throw it up, and it's going to be picked by Gay. Randall Gay, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. The Patriots might have closed the door on the Jaguars season. Orton steps up in the pocket and heave this one deep, and that pass gonna be picked off by Donovan Darius, and the ex-Jaguar will end our season officially. That's his second pick. He lost the first one on the fumble, hangs on to this one, and that is going to do it. And like I said, we ran the ball, but I don't want to say forced, but not being able to get explosive plays. I'll say it like that. Not being able to get explosive plays made the end zone seem so freaking far away. 6 of 17 was Kyle Orton. We ran the ball 18 times with Steven Jackson. It felt like he got more than 58 yards, if you ask me. Maybe the pick has something to do with it. I don't know. It felt like he had more than 58, but hey, those are his numbers. But yeah, defense. I feel like the defense gave it all they had. We got an ace sack, but we got pressure on Brady consistently, and then we got 2 picks, and we just couldn't move the ball offensively, man. So I love Byron Leftwich, but if he's not going to be available, we have to make our quarterback room stronger. Do we need to find a starting quarterback that can stay healthy? These are all questions that we have to answer moving forward. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of the day is the best day. Tune me again, my friends. Peace, love. Hot sauce.